This is an episode I've been really looking forward to reviewing for some time. And something to note, we're near the end of this. So, let's get this started. I'm Mega Man NG. Welcome to another Power Rangers Dino Fury episode review. Today we're going to talk about episode 19 of season 2, Bad Fives. Oh, how I'm going to have a field day with this, believe me, I know. And considering Hasbro PulseCon came and went, my October update will be talking about Cosmic Fury and what their plans are for the 30th anniversary. So this is going to be fun. Really fun. So here's the deal. I'll provide a summary as well as, well, some of the details. So, let's get started with this, shall we? Izzy and Javi wants to come up with a new tradition to celebrate, but their parents prefer karaoke. It's then that Boy Queen's plan comes to fruition. Realizing they need the park's drill, they use a Sporix Blaster to turn Javi and Izzy evil. What for, you ask? For something very nefarious. The Rangers have a lot to do. They need to save their teammates. They also need to stop Boy Queen's plans. But will it all be enough for when they finally decide to strike? New episode, new review. After this, we have the final arc, and I am looking forward to reviewing it. But in terms of this episode, I've been looking forward to this for some time. It's not really much of a Javi-Izzy episode, but it's more of an episode for the bad guys. Because what they did was pretty clever, and I'm going to admit, newer seasons of Power Rangers actually have the bad guys be smart for a change, and I like that. In terms of the plot, a Sporix uses a Sporix Blaster to turn Javi and Izzy evil. With these two, the bad guys get their hands on the drill needed to access Dinohenge and recover all the Sporix. It's a bit predictable, but thing is, this episode was split in 3 segments. First is the Rangers trying to find Javi and Izzy, which they were not successful at. The second were the bad guys who succeeded in their plans to get the Sporix. I'm serious, they actually succeeded. Everything that has happened thus far and has been hinted at for much of the second half of the season has culminated with this. This is why I like Dino Fury, where instead of having a rushed out story, they take their time with it, and the payoff for it is absolutely beautiful. Not to mention, the episode does focus on Javi and Izzy, who end up turning evil for much of the episode. The whole good ranger turns evil thing has happened many times in the franchise's history. The earliest example being Power Rangers Season 1 when Kimberly and Billy turned into evil bullies. Although my personal favorite was in Season 2 when Tommy and Kimberly end up becoming evil and relied on the roses of true love to break the spell. Here though, however, it's needed for the sake of the plot. Yes, Javi and Izzy don't like karaoke night. But man, the whole bit with the karaoke, to me, was the highlight of the whole episode. For a variety of reasons. First, it shows family bonds, especially with the family singing together and then their parents singing along. And you hardly ever see that in a Power Ranger show, seriously. Not to mention, we actually see how the spell was broken. And I find it familiar yet a bit predictable. I'm going to be fair here. It was a bit predictable, but how they did it was actually pretty nice. Having them reminisce about good times, love, and all that stuff broke the spell that the Sporix had. It's true love that breaks the spell. But in the case of Javi and Izzy, it's family love. Love with family. I mean, I have to wonder if Dino Fury's main theme is family. I find it strange, but at the same time, I think it kind of works. The Rangers are like a family, always helping each other when things are down. We see this happen throughout this series with the many relationships, like such as Zato and Aeon, as well as Solon, since they share like a familiar bond, Amelia and Pop Pop, Izzy, Javi and their parents, and finally Ollie with his mom. I did not notice this until now, but I find this to be really intriguing. I gotta give credit to the writers of Dino Fury who actually knew what they were doing, especially Simon Bennett. And I kind of like that. It's actually pretty awesome, pretty interesting. And considering with what happens at the end, yeah, Dino Fury's theme is a family. And I do not want to make the Fast and the Furious quote. I don't want to. If you want to do that, please do it in the comments. That would be something. Last but not least was the ending. Everything that had been building up has led to this. Yep, Void Queen and her forces strike Dinohenge. And the worst part is that they recovered all of the Sporix. This means one thing. The end is near. And I like how it ended with that. How it ended with Solon injured, seeing the Sporix get taken away and calling the Rangers. This means one thing. Like I said, the end is near, and I am so looking forward to how this show ends. I really do. Yes, I spoiled myself, but man, oh man, when I do the review, I'm going to have a field day talking about this. This episode was fantastic. I really liked it. Sure, the whole thing was a bit predictable and whatnot, but upon re-examining it, I finally have a better understanding. I liked it. I really do. The theme of family happening is just nuts. And that's something I wish I could see more in future seasons of Power Rangers. You hardly ever see that in the earlier seasons. Here, though, however, it's family, and it's a bond that cannot be broken. It's a really fantastic episode, as well as the ending that helps set things up for the final arc. I give this a 9 out of 10. I highly recommend it, and if you haven't watched it, you should do so right now, because it's now officially on Netflix. We gotta show support so that way Power Rangers can continue being on Netflix. Now, if only they can bring the other seasons on Netflix. Though it won't matter because they're now on YouTube. You can watch it anytime. So yeah, that's it. Next time begins the final story arc. I'm going to be reviewing each one by one until it's all done. If you enjoy it, please be sure to hit the like button. It means a lot. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and click the bell. And I will see you next time. Trust me, I'm counting on that. This is Mega Man NG signing off. Peace out. Ryu's so cool.